everyone. I hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am. Every single day from now on, I said, well, enough complaining. I'm tired of that. It's time to just accept life how it is. Be where you are, present, and keep on flowing. So the reason that I'm making a video today, my last video talked about emotions and how basically they control our feelings. And today I basically want to talk about one of the first emotions I felt inside my head and I never experienced. Or actually, no, wait, hold on. I experienced my whole life. I just didn't acknowledge or accept it as an individual growing up because I didn't see that pattern. And it's like, it might be maybe an ancestral chain and shit. I don't know what, but today I said it's time for me to talk about that. Because I think a lot of people, as I said, our emotions are the ones that basically control our life. And that's how we shape our life. And it's like, it is time to, to be able to acknowledge and accept how life is, and accept that, not everything is peachy. I'm fixing my hair because I'm like, I might keep it like this. It's a mess right now. So, anyways, but that's not the point of the story. The point of the story basically is this. So, look, I was born, first of all, I was born into confusion. Um, Literally, like last year, I found out I had two birthdays. I was born on January 16 on paper because I was born in El Salvador. And when I met my dad, officially met my dad, I was 13. Then I lived with him until I was 18. And my mom left me at 10 months in El Salvador. The only story I was told is that she came after my dad. Okay, so I was 10 months. I hadn't acknowledged or realized that, that actually turned into an internal emotional feeling that it took literally last year for me to be able to acknowledge it, put it down, and be able to say, I'm okay with that. Who am I? And meditation, I don't know how it came about this feeling, but it wasn't there. And I got that feeling when I was 10 months. I was just a baby. So it was just so lost in there. No, I do remember who told me about it. It was Tiana. And Tiana is studying to be a psychologist and shit, and I'm so fucking, I love her. But anyways, you know, um, just talking about it, and then we put it together that also the father of my kids also has the same issue, but it's like, and then somebody else I dated too, and then I realized somebody else too, and I was like, oh my god, ancestral chains. That's what I'm talking about. I'm very weird. I notice everything. I notice even people's like for little things like that on the like even if I'm on the phone, I'm the kind of person that I notice everything. Since I was little, I used to notice everything. My mom left me when I was 10 months, so basically, I like had a person that took care of me. She didn't even have to take care of me. She took care of my mom too. So it came from my mom. My mom was abandoned too by my grandma because my grandma liked to party, and that's what I was told. Okay, I don't know. So saying what I know, my story, my truth and shit. And my mom was abandoned from my grandma. So then my mom did the same thing and she left me when I was 10 months. And I didn't even know about this feeling. I just always had that question in my mom, like, where's my mom? Why don't I have a fucking normal family? That led me to another feeling and shit. I will talk about that later. Hey, maybe that might be my next tomorrow YouTube fucking story. Because I I think that as human beings we have so many things inside of us that we hide. And my abandonment issue, like, it hurt. It was my mom. I was 10 months. I don't know what happened. I don't know anything about her, honestly. I know I will get to talk to her and shit. And now that I'm putting it on YouTube, shit, people are going to talk about it because people are going to start acknowledging all the feelings we have inside of us and shit. And sometimes we don't see it. And we don't acknowledge them and we don't accept them. And once you acknowledge them, you accept them, then you let them go. It's like we're all human beings. We all have feelings. And we've been through things that sometimes we don't want to face it because we think it's hard. But you know what's not harder? Keeping it inside and numbing your feelings and hiding it inside. I cry in front of people because I'm not afraid anymore. I cry even when I'm happy, okay? That's how maybe my mind works. And I don't know, but I think we all have feelings inside. And, you know, sometimes we don't acknowledge them or we don't want to accept them because, I used to numb my feelings and maybe my abandonment issues, I would say by me growing up. The first time I got drunk, I was so fucking drunk, and it was over the person that I learned the biggest lesson from, and it was so stupid and shit. And yeah, then after that, I just started drinking because my mentality, me growing up, was like, I can do everything I fucking want to. Nobody's gonna be able to keep up. I wanted to try every single drug, and I used to be like, shit, I can handle everything. And yeah, I would say I was very like, I got this. But it is what it is. You kind of learn from it. Um, I basically always used to think like, okay, when I have my kids, I'm not gonna abandon my kids. I used to be like so faithful and so committed to my family because I didn't want my kids to go through the same thing of, feeling abandoned and stuff. And it's like, until 2015 that I finally, separated from a very, I will say, kind of twisted own illusion in my own head relationship, because there was good things in there, but then there were other things that, that were not so peachy perfect, which I would talk about in my YouTube channel. And before I started this channel, I actually told my kids, and and I keep on saying, oh, what else am I gonna talk about? What else am I gonna talk about? Well, let me start since birth. I was born and January 16th, supposedly. When I met my dad last year, my birthday is on January 9th. So yeah, born into confusion and shit. I don't know nothing about my mom. Honestly, I really don't. I met her maybe like when I was 13. She went on January, on my birthday. She wanted to bring me without papers. That's what I heard from my grandma and shit. And my grandma said that she wouldn't want to allow her to bring me because, she was gonna leave me in Tijuana or some shit like that and then pass me. I don't know and shit. I don't know about all that stuff, but I was gonna come illegal and shit. I was 13, so I don't know. Honestly, I'm just saying my side of what I heard in my story. And then that same year, my dad, I love my dad. My dad has been I will say the roof that has made me who I am because I admire him. And I'm like, I'm blessed in that department. And when I met my dad, basically kind of told me like, oh, it's rare for a guy to come and claim their guys. It's usually the mom that is fighting for the kids. And I was just like, I feel proud. When they said that to me in the social security place in El Salvador, and he went to get me, and then he told my grandma that because I was with my mom's mom, he told my grandma that he was gonna like bring me here only for 3 months, and he was gonna send me back because I was living with my grandma over there. My mom was here in America. She had her own family. She left me, in January, and my grandma said no. So, she came and did her life. And while my mom left, while my mom left me, I thought that she left me because she wanted to be my dad or be with my dad, or like that's a whole nother story with my dad and my mom. But growing up, I used to be like, damn, I was abandoned. My mom didn't give a fuck about me. Why the fuck should I care about myself? Like nobody likes me. I had like a very negative mentality growing up, but I was so inside my head. I didn't say anything. I didn't communicate. I didn't even talk to my dad. When I came here from America, like I would talk to my tia a little bit. Yeah, I'm very bad at communicating. Most of my mind, I keep on all of my thoughts inside of my head. And I'm learning more to be more expressive. That's the way I did my YouTube channel and shit. I'm not shy about being around people. I flow. But most of my thoughts, I used to be like, people don't need to know. Who are you that you need to get in my mind? Well, I think a lot of people keep a lot of shit inside of our head. And I'm gonna put myself out there and I'm gonna expose myself because I think each one teach one another how to take care of yourself and how to love yourself. It's like once you know better, you do better, you know? And that's the truth about me and my abandonment issues. I don't know about my mom. I wish I knew and shit. I love my mom with all my heart. Now I have forgiven her and now I'm okay. I'm gonna break the chain. I'm gonna be the difference. I haven't abandoned my kids. It was the other way around. Kind of the coin flipped on me with my oldest daughter. But I love her. And it's like when she's ready and she wants to be my daughter and she wants to respect me the way I'm trying to teach the whole world how people should respect their parents. Because I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna deny it. A lot of people think, oh, she's a fathead, she's this, she's that. You know what? I am. But I'm realistic too. I pay for all my bills, I take care of my kids, and I try to do what I need to do as much as I can. I go to work every single day, and now I'm exposing my mind and my realities. If I could feel somebody else's life out there, and if I could remind someone that you are not led by your feelings, that your feelings do not define you, that you are the person who makes the perception and switches it up inside your head of what abandonment, issues did to you. My abandonment issues to me basically made me strong. They gave me the courage to be the person that I am and to never fucking ever give up in life because I've been through a lot of shit. And I'm gonna talk about every single shit that I've been through in my life. Everything. It is time. It is time for people to remember how fucking precious and beautiful you are inside your mind and to let go of all that perception of what the world wants you to be. Let's break those chains. This is an ancestral chain that I'm talking about. Abandoned as a little kid, and then everybody else basically, kids are not being raised by mom and dad. Kids are being raised by their phones. Kids are being raised by TV. Kids are being raised by what they see on TV and they think is true. But how about communicating with your kids? How about talking to them heart to heart? I'm bad at that and shit. I'm learning communication with my kids myself because I never had that. I always wanted a normal family, but I don't know what it means. What is the normal family? Maybe for me now, my new normal is gonna be able to speak from my mind, my heart, and my soul. Why? Because each one teach one another. And my abandonment issues are not going to define me. My abandonment issues made me strong and gave me courage to be able to say my own truth for the world to hear. And it is time to heal all those scars. I show my scar because if I heal, you can heal. How did I heal? I heal by, analyzing in my head, meditating, loving myself, and seeing my worth, you know? And it started out with working out. It started with me losing the weight. It started with me, like, the person that I see in the mirror is not the person maybe the whole world sees. Because sometimes I don't even know who's the person in the mirror. But then I'm the only one that could make the difference. I'm the only one that could open my heart and I could open my truth. If I heal, you can heal. And even like that, I'm putting it like that because, it's hard. Nobody's perfect. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm perfectly imperfect. And I'm okay with that too. But just because, my mom and dad were not always there, I'm blessed with my dad. And I'm going to meet my mom. She's going to come because I love her. She's in my heart. Now I understand her as a female. I know how it feels to fall in love with a guy. And to be hurt too. And I'm okay with that too and shit. So maybe she abandoned me because she was in love with my dad. I don't know. That's the answer I gave myself, because I never talked to her. I don't know if most of the people talk to their parents. I didn't growing up. So that's my reality. Love yourself. Don't forget how beautiful you are. Your issues that you have inside your head does not define you. You are the person who makes that decision. You are the person that actually goes inside your head and makes that perception and says, wait, oh, that's not me. Wait, do I want to change? Don't forget the beauty you have inside of your heart. And just because you're scarred does not mean that you can heal. Anybody can heal. It's just putting that intention in there. It's just, wanting to heal. If you have questions about meditation, hit me up. All of my previous videos have information. This is about abandonment. This is about self love.